Hi, my name is Lois. I'm the founder of Twiggy Tags, and we're going to do a video on how to measure your dog for their harness. So we do have a handy diagram for this, which you'll be able to reference later on. And it's also a really great way of filling out which measurements for each dog, just so that you remember. So when you hear me reference a letter, that's what I'm referring to. We're going to start with the letter A. Now this measurement is for what is considered our neck girth measurement on a harness. Now this is usually slightly lower down than where a collar sits, and it actually goes in more of an oval shape rather than around their entire neck. It's a bit more of a drop down to where their breastbone is. So I'm going to show you round about where that is. So you're going to grab a fabric tape measure. You're not going to pull it tight, and you're going to make sure it sits just above the breastbone and on the top of the back here. So it's not tight, you've got some movement here, but it does have a little bit of a droop. And that is your first measurement that we want to look at. Now, this will vary massively if you've got a bulldog versus a greyhound versus a puppy, because they are broadened out in different ways. But roughly, this is the measurement that we want. So for William, this is around 51, which is great. So that gives us a really nice starting point. And that is, once again, just above the breastbone and to the bottom of the neck and top of the back. That is measurement A. The next measurement is measurement B. Now this measurement is usually going to be at the widest point of your dog's chest. Now there are two factors that we want you to try and wrangle with your dog when you're getting this measurement. The first one is making sure that you're around 2 to 3 fingers gap behind their armpits. And then the second is that it is at the widest point of their chest. Usually you'll get both at the same time because it tends to correspond to one another. We also would like to add a 2-finger gap, as that just gives us a little bit of a measurement buffer, especially if we're looking at needing to size up or size down on a harness. Now, William's measurement is a 68. The next measurement is measurement C. Now where this sits should be on your dog's last rib. You may have to feel down their side to pinpoint that last rib and just hold the soft tape measure underneath just to make sure it is in the right position. And we want that full circumference of the measurement of their chest. So for William, it is quite a bit shorter than his widest point of his girth measurement. We're actually at 57 on that one, which is around about where it should be on a slightly smaller measurement. The next measurement that we're looking for is measurement D. Now that is from the breastbone here, and that is matching up to where you measured the widest point of the chest. So I'm just going to pass this underneath William's chest here. I'm going to position this just on that sticking out breastbone there, and I'm going to measure it just to where his widest chest point is. There, and that is basically what we call measurement D, and that is from breastbone, and then kind of that matches up with measurement B, just on the widest point of the chest there. So I'm going to pinpoint that, and that shows me we are at 32.5 centimetres. The next measurement we're looking for is measurement E. Now this one, very similar to the one previous, this is from the breastbone, but this goes up to the last rib here. So once again, we're going to attach to the front of the breastbone, pass it through the front of the legs and catch up to the last rib there, which is a little bit too long. I'm going to go around about there, breastbone to last rib, and that matches up with measurement C. So you've got breastbone up to measurement C, and that equals measurement E. Once again, we will show you this all on a diagram, so don't worry. So I'm going to grab that one there. And we've got 38.5. So once again, that is 6 centimetres longer than where that middle section was, but that is a really handy measurement for us to know for some of those harnesses to make sure that we don't have any interference beyond that last rib. So now you have all the measurements hopefully written down. Head over to our website and just compare those measurements for each one of the harnesses. If you do need any help, we're always on hand to check those measurements for you. If something looks wrong, we'll let you know, maybe ask you to remeasure, but just send us over that infographic, fill out the diagram, and we will be able to help you out and help recommend for you.